Hello, everyone. So, following Ukraine's claims that they have killed in action the head of Russia's Black Sea Fleet, Russia is trying to patch things up by stating that no, he is alive. They're showing a video that shows the commander leading a meeting, but again, this wouldn't be the first fake they've made, and usually their fakes are pretty clumsy and can be debunked fairly quickly. So I'm again waiting for more sources to provide additional information on this. Meanwhile, that other portion of that headline is serious and should be definitely followed closely. So we know about the strikes against Odessa, so that's nothing new. However, the second bit here about the ferry service to Romania, that is new. So remember, we've had reports from earlier about bits of burning Russian drones falling onto Romanian territory. At the time, all that did was cause a fire, but there were no casualties. In this case, there also appear to be no casualties, but this is serious because this is a transportation issue. Basically, what happened was that they hit the ferry service across the Danube River, leading from Ukraine to Romania. That is a problem. And again, Romania should be stomping its feet and screaming bloody murder and demanding NATO's response of some sort to this. In addition, this time we had some damage to actual human beings. So two ferry drivers were hurt, as well as there's been some damage to some warehouses. And the ferry service had to close. So again, to me, that is towing the line. And that is typical of Russia. They've been doing that. That's been their whole foreign policy for ages. Towing the line, seeing how much they can get away with. So again, my question to UN, to NATO, to the EU, what is your response? How far do they have to go before there is some type of coordinated response? In better news, there is finally a batch of U.S. Abrams tanks in Ukraine, so that's awesome, and they couldn't have come too soon, I'm telling you. That said, being a much smaller population-wise country than Russia, Ukraine is struggling maintaining its military resources. So Russia recently declared that none of its soldiers will be allowed to go home except for short leaves until the war is won. Well, for Ukraine, it's really not much of a choice because, as I said, they don't have as many bodies to throw at the front as Russia does. And so there is definitely a war weariness. This particular article on BBC talks about one group of soldiers who have been there a while, and they basically keep coming back to the front lines despite multiple wounds, despite all of the trauma, etc., etc. They just have to keep going until the war is over. So if you are interested in sort of a human angle on this war, please look up this article and read it. It's very educational, and it definitely packs a punch.